I am a 38-year-old man that still lives at home.
What?
But it ain't what you think it is, y'all. Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping by to see me today. Thank you so very much. I have a video today for you about a guy who's living at home with his mother. Now, I don't want to spoil it for you because there's some things that you need to pay close attention to, and I don't want to spoil the video for you. Now, some of you people, especially you guys, might can relate with this dude. And I want you to tell me down in the comments section how you feel about a 38-year-old man still living at home. But like I said in the intro, things ain't always what it seems, y'all. I am not joking, because when I saw it, I thought this dude was just a deadbeat son. But when I found out the truth, I was like, Lord, have mercy on this dude. Pay close attention and listen. Listen very well. I'm going to break it up and come back every now and then because I can't play the whole video all at once because it's a little long, okay? But you need to listen and watch the whole video. Do that for me because it's important, and you don't want to miss nothing that's important that you need to hear and see for yourself. Here we go.
Am I the a-hole for kicking my mom's husband out of the house because he told me to do it? I am a 38-year-old male that still lives at home with his mom, but that is not actually what is happening. I live at home and my mom lives with me inside of my house. About 10 years ago, when she had got divorced to my dad because of his infidelity, she didn't have anywhere to go after the divorce, being that they had the house before they got married. So my mom decided to move in with me, her only son, which I was happy to oblige because she took care of me wonderfully inside of my younger years. And now that I'm older, I should be able to take care of her. So I thought. We've had so many great years together of us spending time with each other, going on trips. But she had let me know about 3 years ago that she needed to get inside of a relationship and continue her life outside of just doing things with her son. I knew what that meant, and she didn't want to directly say what that meant, but the truth was she was still ready to get down and dirty with some intimacy, and that was some stuff that I would not do. So my mom got on some dating websites. She went out and started dating people, and then she has found her husband. They were dating for 2 years before they got married, and they ended up getting married about 6 months ago. Now, when they got married, about a week after the marriage, that's when things started to go downhill for her husband. But he didn't know it yet. He started to talk to me behind the scenes and tell me things that I should not tell my mother. Like, hey, you're about to be a 39, 40-year-old man. You should not be living at home with your mother anymore. I tried to explain to him that I'm not living at home. I pay some of the bills, and he's like, well, no. It doesn't matter how many bills you pay inside of the house. 2 grown men should not have to live inside of the house with each other. So I asked him, are you sure about that? Like, you sure that's like a real mindset? Should 2 grown men not live inside of the same household? And he said, most definitely. You're living inside of the house with your mother, and I am married to your mother, so I feel like you should leave our house. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I did not know whether my mom told him that the house was hers or what was going on in that situation, but I went straight to my mother about it. I talked to her and I said, hey, did you know anything about your husband saying that two grown men shouldn't be sleeping inside of the same household? And she was like, huh? That sounds ridiculous. And she blew it off. So I'm thinking, okay, she didn't have nothing to do with it. Which she didn't. The whole time had absolutely nothing to do with anything he had going on. So a week after that, my mother husband comes to me and he's showing me all of these different apartments, all of these different houses that are becoming available and popping up around our area. And I'm looking at it like, wow, that's really cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I still don't get the hint of what he's trying to do, but what he was trying to do was show me different places that I could move into. The crazy thing about it, I'm already living where I'm going to live for the rest of my house. I bought the house. This house is mine. So I'm looking at him like,
this young man is helping his mother let her move into his house that he paid for. They having fun together. She loves living with him because they get along great. Mama got bored because she don't have a man anymore. So she wanted to date. She was ready to get some dang-a-lang. She was tired of not having dang-a-lang. So she went on a dating website, found somebody, met him, dated for 2 years. Got that dang-a-lang for 2 years before she married. Married the man. Then the man came to live with her because he thought that was his wife's house. The house belonged to the mother. She didn't tell her husband that she didn't own a damn thing. This house belongs to my son. What kind of mother is that? Did she think that she would lose him if she didn't tell him she didn't own the house? Or is her husband a leech on the internet searching for women who own property and have money? The son is outraged, and I can't blame him. Oh my God. Let's listen to the rest of the story, y'all.
crazy thing about it, I'm already living where I'm going to live for the rest of my house. I bought the house. This house is mine. So I'm looking at him like, oh, dang, that must be somewhere where you're going to go. And he's like, oh, no, I'm not going anywhere. But I do know two grown men can't be living in this house for too much longer. And I looked at him and I said, are you sure about that? Like, you're sure that two grown men cannot live inside of the exact same household? And he was like, well, yeah, the house is paid off, but it don't matter. Still, two grown men shouldn't be living inside of the house. What do you contribute to the house? And I'm thinking to him, and I'm like, huh, that is kind of interesting, because I had bought the house already. I had a lawnmower man to come through and do all of the lawn. I also had somebody come through and get stuff out of the gutter. So this isn't stuff that I had to do inside of the house. And my mom, because she likes doing it, takes out the trash. So I'm sitting here thinking, oh, he assumes I don't do anything around the house because I don't do anything physically around the house. But, like, does he know that the house is mine? So about, you know what I'm saying, 2 weeks inside of the situation, I look at him and I'm like, hey, man, you know this is my house, right? And he was like, just because the house is in your family's name doesn't mean it's your house. It's your mom's house. Your mom is part of the family too. And I'm just shocked and appalled about this situation. And I'm like, okay, well, cool. I'm going to go back into my room. All I do all day is play video games, stream, and make videos. That's it. That's it. That's all I have to do. Pretty much my job is a work from home job where I do sales. So in my free time, I'm pretty much chilling, doing nothing. Well, about 1 month ago, he comes on my room and he's banging on my door and he's like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. I can't keep living like this. And I'm like, well, what's going on? He says, come here. He yells at me to come into the living room, and I go into the living room and there's a plate sitting there on the sofa. And I'm like, there's a plate of pizza rolls. And he's like, did you not see this plate? And I was like, well, no, I didn't see the plate. And he says, well, this plate been here since last night. And I'm like, dang, who left it there? And he said, I left it there. But I expected somebody to do something around the house and get it cleaned up. And I'm like, so what you telling me is you expect me to come out of my room, go into the living room, make sure that you, a grown man, did not leave a plate on the table in the living room. And what you want to do, bring it to the kitchen and wash it? And he said, well, you can do something. And I was like, okay, this is getting to be a big problem. And he's like, well, what is it a problem? All I'm saying is 2 grown men shouldn't be living under the same household. And I said, yeah, I think you're right. It's time for you to get your shit and dip. And he's like, dip? You can't make me leave my house. I'm married to your mom. And if your mom owns the house, it's mine. And I was like, my mom don't own the house. At that time, my mom comes out of the living room, out of the bedroom, and she's like, what's going on? What's all the commotion? And I'm like, this man is a tyrant.
Hey, stop it, y'all. This woman didn't tell her husband that she didn't own the house. Her husband expected the son to clean up around the house, do the lawn. He ain't supposed to do nothing. But I want you to clean up after me. This is what the husband is telling his wife's son. Move that plate. Cut that yard. Why is this plate still sitting here? I know I ate off the plate, but I left it there for you to pick it up just to see if you're going to pick it up. Well, isn't that his wife's job? Ain't she supposed to clean up after her man? After her no good, lazy ass, conniving man? Isn't she supposed to do that? But no, she ain't told him nothing. He's still thinking that this house belongs to her. And he's also thinking that it's a family house. Just because it's a family's house, you know how people inherit houses. The house is paid for. So he thinking the house is inherited to the family, heir property. Doesn't mean that you own the house just because it's family property. That's what he told the son. And the mama ain't said a damn thing. She probably sit around listening to what he's saying, ain't trying to correct anything. What type of mother would do that? Let me finish. Let me finish.
And I'm like, this man is a tyrant. He's also just an awful human being in general. And she's like, what's going on? And I'm like, every single step of the way, he's telling me to do things that I'm not supposed to do and saying that 2 grown men can't be living in the same household. My mom then said, are you still on about this? I told you to let it go. And he said, I'm a man. I ain't got to let anything go that I don't want to let go. If this grown man wants to live inside of the household, he's going to have to contribute something. And I said straight up, I contributed the house, the mortgage, the property tax. That's what I contribute. I clean up my stuff. I do whatever I need. I'm literally minding my own business in my own house, making sure that my mom has somewhere safe to stay. But if you truly believe that you can do better somewhere else, you got to go ahead and do that, my boy. You're going to have to get your shit and dip, because I'll be damned if you staying here talking to me like that, all this bullshit. And he is like, well, you can't talk to me like that. I'm the man of the house. And I'm like, man of the house? Nigga, I'm about 38. I'm about 40 years old. We're roommates. And you're not even my roommate anymore. And my mom was like, well, please, baby, don't do this. Hell no. I hit him with a whole eviction letter. And I said, you got to go. And I will kick my mom out if she wants to stay with this bum-ass man and keep on living like that. But everybody is saying that I am the a-hole for also kicking out my mom. And I'm saying, if you want to stay married to him and you want him over at the house, you're going to have to figure that out. Because he can't be here while I'm here, and I work here, and live here, and eat here, and bring some of my Tinder dates here. So y'all gonna have to figure out where y'all gonna go, because he can't come back in this house. And I kicked him out. So now the eviction is about to be up in about 2 days, and he's finally got everything packed, talking about he's gonna go somewhere. My mom is crying to me, saying that she's going to lose another one of her husbands. And I'm like, it is what it is. You gotta pick better. But am I the a-hole for kicking out my mom's husband?
No, I don't think you're an a-hole. I would have kicked him out a long time ago. So the mom is begging and pleading, don't kick him out. Don't kick him out. Don't kick him out. I love this man. You getting rid of another one of my husbands. I'm about to lose another husband. I don't know how to pick him good, but this man is staying with me because he thinks I got a house. Don't kick him out, please. Y'all women so damn desperate. Y'all get on my damn nerves. Just to say you got a man. You'll mistreat your children. You'll lie. Do things that are unthinkable just to keep a man from leaving. What does that say about you as a person? What does that say about your character? This man fussing and arguing with her son, and do you think she is defending her son when she knows she's wrong and she's a damn liar? No. That woman does not have the Spirit of God in her at all. What mother would do their child like that for a man who could leave you any second? All he has to do is find someone else that will do the same thing that she's doing. And then she'll be by herself again, living with her son, hoping and praying that her son comes back. Well, let her come back. Y'all make me sick. I'm just saying, y'all. Go down in the comment section and tell me, do you feel this dude's pain? Would you put your mother out if her husband, your so-called step-pappy, was acting like that and she wasn't defending you and she making this man think that this is her house? Would you? But right now, let me tell you, if you don't straighten this up, women, I'm talking to you, let a man keep running over you. I know men get ran over too, but I'm talking about the women right now. If you don't have a backbone, if you don't start changing your mindset and choosing the right man for you, then you're going to continue going down the same path. And people are going to get sick of you. They're going to be tired. They're not going to have pity on you anymore, okay? They're tired of having pity on someone who keep doing the same damn thing in life. Now, with all that being said, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And watch the next video coming up. Thank you.
Yeah.